Instead of talking about her uterus and what's happening with her personal life, she would rather malign and with people's families. And you use this show to lie on people because you have nothing else going on.
Chris?
Your dwindling uterus was waiting for you to put it on TV as a storyline. And instead of that, you sat on Karen's couch, you sat at a table with Robyn, and you said to them, Chris needs to apologize for what he did to me.
Yes.
We are still waiting for you to tell us what he did to you.
Yes.
What did he do to you, Giselle?
Made me feel uncomfortable, is what I told you and her and her.
Was it that you were uncomfortable being in the room alone with him?
Yes.
Or that he did something to make you feel uncomfortable?
I feel like this is semantics.
Well, it is.
Are very important.
No, but it is.
And you know
it totally
that.
is semantics.
And that's the whole point, is that you are playing on semantics and
well,
using
she said she just didn't want to be in a room with a married man by herself.
Candiace, I feel like you made this bigger.
No, ma'am.
You did.
Like
you could have just said, okay.
You had 6 months plus to bring this to me if it was an issue. And you purposely, you talked to me, you played in my face, you hugged me, you came around me, you were in my space. You waited until you had an opportunity to sit in front of a camera one-on-one to use an audience of millions of people.
Correct.
To make my husband look like a predator.
No.
And you are not, shut up.
No.
And you are not, you are not going to skirt around that. Because everybody in America sees you for exactly who the you are.
What's wrong with just acknowledging that your friend felt like she was being treated inappropriately by your husband?
No, it wasn't inappropriate. I was uncomfortable.
I think you and Chris should determine what happened when he gets out here. So production showed the moment when Chris was allegedly flirting with your friend Deborah.
I like that pink.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Deborah, Chris, nice to meet you. Pleasure.
My husband's name's Christopher.
Oh, well, how about that?
It's a lot of Chris's.
Yes, yeah, it's very common, you know.
When you saw the footage, what did you think?
I was a little surprised because it did not align with Deborah's words, and Deborah has always been very truthful with me. But Deborah says that the editing, his mouth didn't line up with what he was saying. That's what she maintains.
It seemed like the Happy Eddie thing was a reach. He smiled at someone, I mean...
Okay, so I'm at the bar, and all of a sudden I see Chris, and then Happy Eddie comes over.
Oh, child, not Happy Eddie.
Yeah, so he was very flirty.
That was a very big reach because it's almost as if the women get uncomfortable when men show normal respect and decency. Unfortunately, the men within this group are unable to even communicate with other women in this group for fear that they may be pegged as something that they're not.
Okay, so let's talk about the Instagram live video.
What?
None of these bitches are real. They're all fake. No one's loyal. These hoes.
You said these hoes.
Yes.
None of them are loyal.
Yes.
They're just trying to peddle their businesses.
Yes, across these United States.
Yes. Then you told Karen and Robyn that you weren't talking about them.
Yes.
It's my understanding, though, Robyn, that she also said something nice about your business.
I said a lot of nice things about your business.
The Instagram Live.
I was not watching her live in real time. I was sent that clip.
Who sent you that clip?
It was a blog. It was on a blog, an article on a blog.
Okay.
And when she said, and I said this, when you're talking about peddling businesses, the only two people I would have thought she was specifically talking about would have been Ashley and Giselle. Neither one had businesses at that time.
Okay.
And so I'm like, I have a business, Wendy has a business, Karen has a business, Mia has the joint. Like, she's talking about all of us. I was in my feelings on the way Candiace was treating me.
You could have came to me and been like, bitch, you talking about my business? You.
Okay, but I felt like everyone should hear. Tell me this, why are you upset that I'm playing your words for our friends that you're talking about? I don't understand.
Because you are my friend, and if I had heard you say something like that, my immediate reaction would be, oh, she must not be talking about me. Let me go to her and find out what's the beef. Then you tried to shame me in front of the group. It was. And it was stupid because you embarrassed yourself. I wasn't embarrassed.
You get upset about stuff because it's done on camera, which is not fair. We're all here. When we're filming, everything we do should happen on camera.
I heard from Candiace earlier today.
I heard she was like tweeting a lot.
She's also really angry and disappointed. She feels betrayed by you.
What does what I'm going through or what I shared have to do with her and Chris?
I think it's about what you didn't share. Tiana from New York City. Candiace, I'm glad you made up with Robyn, considering she stood up for you against Giselle. But when you made up with Robyn, you said you looked up to her the most in the group. What about Wendy?
I don't understand this thing where I have to like have one girlfriend that I love more. I've known Robyn longer.
Okay.
Robyn was one of the first people when I joined the group that I like connected with.
We've been friends since she's been on the show.
Yes.
But when you did say, I feel like Robyn is the most loyal to me, and then within a few seconds, she put the JBL on the speaker. And I even looked to you. I leaned over and I said, and this is who's most loyal to you? I remember I said that to you.
I think I remember
and so I was just like, I felt away.
Ladies, it's not a competition here.
Nobody's saying that
who's tighter, who's closer. We all have dynamic relationships. It shouldn't matter.
Ladies.